I'm pretty sure they legitimately have thought over the years that photos like this are real.
You actually think that this is a physique of a soccer superstar? What is wrong with you? Coach Greg, in today's video, you're all delusional. Every last one of you. And why? Because you all think that soccer players, aka footballers, have amazing physiques. Why would I want to look like a bodybuilder when I can look like a footballer? You know, they have chiseled physiques, amazing six-packs, well-formed chest, biceps, aesthetic, functional, natural. I mean, how could it get better than that? The only problem with that is those physiques are not real, aka they're fake, and you all fell for it because you're a bunch of morons. And so thankfully, I'm here to put you in your place, to explain to you just how stupid you actually are. You're just jealous because Haaland is 6'5", richer and more famous than you. All of that is true except for the part about me being jealous. But if you think that these guys have better physiques than bodybuilders, or frankly put, guys who just work out and go to the gym, you don't need to be a bodybuilder to have a better physique than these guys. You just need to work out consistently, have relatively low levels of body fat, and you are going to have a better physique than a soccer superstar.
People don't even know what actual physiques look like anymore. I'm seeing all these women thirst over photos like this. This is not real. This is a fake photo.
The fact that you think that this is real, you Photoshop a guy's face on a bodybuilder's physique and say, see, that's the physique of my dreams.
That is not what Haaland looks like. And this has been happening for so many years.
Don't get me wrong, Haaland's physique is above average. He works out a little bit, he runs a lot, he's fast, he's athletic, but he doesn't have a physique anything like this. There's 20 pounds more muscle on this guy. And frankly, this is what Haaland would look like if he was on Turk Builder Max. I'm kidding. If he was on Turk Builder Max and steroids, that is what he would look like.
I'm pretty sure they legitimately have thought over the years that photos like this are real. This is not what soccer/football players look like.
You're kidding me. I just want an athletic physique like Ramos. Just because you see him with a t-shirt on running around the field and you see he has some kind of muscle, then you show a photoshopped video of him, photo if you will, and you think, well, that is how he looks. It looks all right. I mean, in clothes, you can't see all his muscles, but man, when the shirt comes off, wow, he definitely has a sleeper build that I want. Looks like Coach Greg with the proper tan. He's got a striation down the pecs. You don't see this without being single-digit body fat. The vascularity going through the bicep and the delt striations. You actually think that this is a physique of a soccer superstar. What is wrong with you? This would be equivalent to thinking that any Mr. Olympia competitor could hang with a FIFA soccer pro. They would be embarrassed. You take the best soccer superstar bodybuilder in the world, put him on a soccer field with anyone in FIFA, the bench warmers, and he would embarrass him. And same goes for any bodybuilder's physique. The best physique in the world playing soccer would get humiliated by the worst IFBB pro in the world.
Guys, Haaland does not look like this.
You actually thought that Haaland looked like this? Like, how delusional are you? Like, it's embarrassing for me. Like, I don't even know what to say anymore. I could say or do or post anything, and you automatically are gonna believe it?
This is not what he looks like. Gen Pop is so unaware of what physiques actually look like that they just accept these photos and never think twice about it.
You showed a photo of him with his shirt on, hair slicked back, and then you show an AI photo of him with his shirt off, and you say, see, soccer players, best physiques in the world. I mean, you'd think it might have been a gymnast, perhaps a decathlete, something, but no, it's a soccer player.
And then they say, I wouldn't want a bodybuilder, I'd want an athletic physique. That's a bodybuilder!
You're also delusional because you don't realize that even bodybuilders, unless they're on test trend and huge, if you saw them without a pump, without flexing, you'd say, yeah, I like that athletic physique. Guys, when I was in my early 20s, my goal was to have enough muscle so that people could tell I work out with a t-shirt on. I was a champion provincial bodybuilder. People couldn't tell I worked out. But when my shirt came off, hey, there's the sleeper bill. Wow, you look like you're really in shape. You must go to the gym. I'm thinking, I'm provincial bodybuilding champion 3 times over. Of course I work out. But because I only weighed in at 150 plus pounds, people couldn't tell that I was a bodybuilder. But I had a bodybuilder's physique, aka I won a bodybuilding show. Several of them. And they say C-Bum has a dad bod where cooked. So CR7 is fake. He's not comparable to these. Go put him side by side with Ramos's photo.
Sergio Ramos actually looks like that, though. No, he doesn't. You're just a freaking casual. Accept it.
No, it's not what he actually looks like. And remember, this is not just enhanced lighting. This is not just the downlight. This is not just having the proper tan. This is adding 20 to 30 pounds of muscle in order to deceive you. If you can't see the difference between these food photos, you need to go see Mepsigram. She does LASIK eye surgeries and she can correct your vision, because if you don't see the difference, an immediate difference within 0.5 seconds, you can clearly see that one guy looks amazing and the other, he's clearly on steroids. Ramos actually come close to that. It's a bit Photoshop, but he does have a really athletic physique. What's next? You gonna say that Coach Greg, when I was natural, had almost as much muscle as when I was enhanced? Perhaps the editors can find a photo. Coach Greg natural versus Coach Greg enhanced, there's almost no difference. I mean, steroids, they don't actually work. I mean, he must have been on steroids on both, right, guys? There's 20 plus pounds of muscle difference between the photos. You don't just naturally out of nowhere add 20 plus pounds of muscle. Bro, the real photo is literally in front of you. You can compare the two photos, real, not real. How much pounds of muscle do you think it takes to make that big of a difference? I'm telling you, it's 30. 20 pounds would not even make that difference. The difference between these two photos is literally more muscle than most people can put on while being natural in their entire life. The average person, if they look like that at, say, 25 years of age and train till they're 35, is not going to make that much difference. Almost everyone, so the best natty genetics in the world, are not making that change. Of course, with tests, trend, with all the performance enhancements, of course you can make that difference. But these soccer players, they're not doing it.
I was like, well, these are obviously enhanced, and I just pointed it out. But apparently I have to do the research for you.
And so TNF, he doesn't realize that the average person is a complete waste of space, that they don't look up anything, that if you don't spoon feed them like they're a baby, that they won't learn anything. Like, even though people have Chat GPT and Gronk and whatever AI advancements they have, they still are too lazy to say, hey, what does this guy's photo look like? What does Haaland actually look like? I don't got time for that. If you don't spoon feed it to me, and by the way, it better be in less than 60 seconds because I have no attention span, then people don't learn anything. I'm surprised you're even watching this video. This video is more than a minute long. And so you who's watching this right now, you're clearly advanced. Probably have an IQ well over 100 as you were able to focus for more than 5 freaking minutes. If you think that Haaland actually looks like this, you probably think that Mr. Mike would have won his pro card with a proper tan. He could stand on a natural bodybuilding competition and do extremely well. He would win most natural bodybuilding competitions looking like this. Not saying he would win pro competitions, but this is a 99.9% level physique.
I went and found the 2 best photos that I could find of Haaland. I found this one and this one. They showcase his physique probably better than 99% of the images out there.
The difference is 30 pounds of muscle, an entire life dedicated to lifting weights, or perhaps a couple of years of test and trend, and he could have the photo like that on the right. The difference between these two physiques is astounding. If he gave up playing football and said, I don't like having 50 million followers, making $50+ million a year. I just want to hire Coach Greg and become a natural bodybuilder. I'm going to hop on the Turk Builder Max as well as Geo2 Max, and I'm going for a run. I'll even add on G-Test. I'm going to get blue lobstered, and I'm going for it. I would say it would take 5 years for him to do this transformation. And so what do you think the chances are that he would develop a physique like this while playing football? Do you really think he has the time to dedicate training 6 days a week for an hour doing a push-pull leg split, training his full body 3 times a week? He does not. He's sprinting, he's running. He's trying to remain flexible.
And we have a ton of candid, shirtless photos of him on the pitch.
When he's not trying to impress, when he's not flexing the abs, like when you stand there and flex and you're prepared for it, the best lighting, you do all the poses, you can clearly enhance your physique. If you know what to do, suck in your stomach, blow out your abs, get a pump, do some push-ups, all these things, clearly your physique is going to look better than it actually is. But we have photos of Haaland taken off the cuff, without him pumping up, without him trying to impress, and this is his physique. How impressive is that? It's still a 95% level physique. It's still better than 95% of the population, but it's not 99.9%. This is what he actually looks like in real time without flexing, without the proper tan, without a proper pump. Hopefully, this video allows you to reduce the delusions and make you feel better about yourself. I mean, don't you want to feel good about yourself? I mean, I spent the last 10 minutes calling you a moron and an idiot. And so at least at the end of the video, you can think, you know what? I may be a moron and an idiot, but at least I don't look way worse than Haaland. You probably still do. I'm sorry, just being honest. Some of you don't. Hey, by all means, you don't even need to get to Church to the max. But if you don't look better than Haaland, and probably it's because you're fat, you can go to Algorex. You go to Algorex, you get your blood work done, and you can get a GLP. What do those do? They make you less hungry. Less hungry, you eat less food, you go on a diet, you get leaner. Leaner is the easiest way to improve your physique. It's 10 times easier to lose body fat than it is to put on muscle. And so if your goal is to impress people, get down to 10 to 15%. Will adding more muscle impress people? Yes, just as much. But it's going to take 10 times as long. And so in 1 month, you can make as many improvements by getting lean as in 10 months of adding in muscle. And so if you don't got all the time in the world, you got 3 months? Because in 3 months, you can do more improvements to your physique than lifting weights for probably 3 years. And so if you're interested in using GLP Max at HGLT Supplements, of course you can get it there. Or you can head down to Algorex and get the various GLPs. Perhaps you need enclomiphene. I don't know what you need. You haven't gotten your blood work yet. Do you need telmisartan? Do you have high blood pressure? Do you need stuff for the downstairs? Cialis, Viagra, the list goes on and on. What do you need? These are prescription medications FDA approved from compounding pharmacies, not some research chemical bullshit. You're not going to get Retta. It's not FDA approved, and unlike Mr. Mike, who was embarrassed by Dr. Mike in a debate, you shouldn't just be using random peptides that no one knows are actually safe. Do you want to be a guinea pig, or do you want prescription medications that you know you can trust from AlgoRx? Now, you can do whatever you want. You can get peptides from whatever scam website or whatever you want to go to, or you can do it risk-free. Code Greg for your discount. Subscribe, click the bell button, comment to boost the algo. Don't forget to go to Algorex. Of course, watch one of the 2 bloops right there. Do you like the proper tan? Coach Greg has been in the pool longer than last time, and I've sunned it up. Do you think I could again go and get my pro card? I've gotten the proper tan. So if you like the proper tan, please comment about it in the comment section. And if you're interested in being sponsored or being coached or in selling my supplements in your store, the link is there for that as well. Buy everything that you can find on the website and make Coach Greg richer than ever before. Subscribe, click the bell button. Didn't I already do that? And until next time, I am out.